Hello, hello.
How are you doing on the fine Monday evening?
So you're coming in very dampened. I'm not sure how. Maybe on a
Is this better?
yeah, much better.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a quick ad roll before this match.
Seems fair.
So you in 3 minutes, chat.
I wonder what I did to this mic to get it so. Whatever, I can just be very close to the mic. That'll be fine.
Yeah, as long as it works. So what do you think? What do we think, chat? Another Sokoban-like game?
I asked Chad about egg rolls. I don't think anybody answered me.
One person said that they're good, but I don't think they have the credentials to rule a dynasty. Yeah, I'm not sure about the lore of Chuman Fu. I'm guessing the whole egg roll thing and pretty much all the writing only came out like that from the localization.
You're thinking the localizers might have pulled a silly on a game they didn't think was very impactful or whose story meant much? No. I don't believe it.
Yeah, definitely has never happened before. Maybe a Sokoban where you push around the levels of other Sokobans. Is that like Patrick's Parabox?
Yeah, that's where my head went too. But maybe you don't get out of the other levels until you go all the way through into the levels. And then it's also a challenge to work your way back out. What would you want to see as the next game, Mooware? What's your perfect game to commentate?
Ideally a game where I don't have to like solve puzzles in my head to make useful commentary.
Right, where you could just say, "Oh yeah, that guy, he jumped real good. Yeah, he shot that guy real well."
Yeah, that's what I like to see. Really good jumping and really good shooting of guys.
I think you'll find good company in the. Well, generally anywhere in Mystery Funhouse with that particular set of likes. I feel a lot of people really want there to be more jumping and or shooting in Mystery Tournament.
We might be getting a difficult puzzle game, like a complicated game here, if both players are blind to this.
Oh no.
It's not a Sokoban, so there's some variety.
Okay. I was dreading, like, because as a tester this time around, that there are some things where it's just like, oh, we have a difficult puzzle coming up where I'm just like, oh no, I have like 4 to 5 different options rolling in my head that could be like that. This could be a long while if it's one of these. But also most of those are Sokobons.
We've got some pretty strong players coming up. Let me see, it looks like the ads are over. I was just checking that we don't start while some people can't watch. But yeah, let's have a look at our upcoming races here.
Oh wow, yeah, you were not kidding.
Yeah, this
So,
is a Lizards 6, but we have very high profile races here. We've got OkamiOfGames with 2 top 8 stars on their card.
The intimidating 76% win rate. It's only been here for 4 mystery tournaments, but built up a reputation pretty much immediately. Has a 3rd place finish, and like you said, 2 stars over 4 mystery tournaments. That's dominating. Self-proclaimed trash seeker.
Yeah, is also very strong in Curso Grande and in a variety of other mystery racing events.
And then on the other side we have AiCoVT. I think that's how you say that. 60%, so no slouch either. Has been in 2 mystery tournaments so far. Top finish of 25th, which also very good placement. Like this could be, they might just need a mystery tournament where they go on a tear up to top 8. It's totally possible. This could be the one. And they're Wizard. Sorry, go ahead.
Aiko has been doing very well, and I think if I remember right, Aiko kicked me out earlier.
Do you remember what game that was?
No memory, but I'm looking in the draw list. There. Step Tile from Cultisti. Yeah, it's like one of those each puzzle games. I remember that much. Something about rotating blocks. Yeah, I know about it. But yeah, Aiko, definitely a pretty strong player as well.
Can we see how we got here?
We can. I hope there aren't any spoilers on it this time, but whatever.
Oops. Wow, one of these is much longer than the other.
Yeah.
So yeah, Okami has just recently been pushed into Lizards. Had a run from Wizards 2, took out Pwn Noob and Swift Stitch. Wizards 3 took out Arc Bliss and Sand and Neglected Ninja. And then Wizards 4 lost to Nest Kamikaze in Jumper 3. I only know one of those. And then we have AiCoVT, who won over 1-Up in Secret Santa. I think that's the Metal Gear Solid Santa-like.
Yeah, stealth action, kinda.
Right. And then lost to Blade Twin Swords in GG Series Assault Buster. And then has gone on a tear, beating Skurd in Forzo Gravity, beating, like you said, yourself in Step Tile. And then Mantooth and Mr. Pants. And Marshmaster Street Fighter X Mega. Wow. I've missed a lot of races.
I think that Street Fighter match might have been replayed, if I remember right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the history doesn't pick up these redrawn matches. Let me see, where does this come up again? There. They played Bound High on the Virtual Boy, the game we saw twice recently.
That was it. Yes. Okay, I do remember watching that match at least. And yeah, Bound High is really a video game, isn't it?
It's a
That
good
they
game,
had the
and
one idea.
a genre we don't see that much. I think there's at least a few of these.
Mm. Yeah, and especially like Virtual Boy.
Yeah, that might be the most MT viable Virtual Boy game.
I'm surprised we didn't force them to do it in the traditional Virtual Boy red.
No, we don't want our racers to hurt themselves.
Or our racers to hurt our audience.
Yeah, but the audience has an easier time just looking away or switching to a different channel. Well, looks like we've got a game to look at already.
Oh, wow.
I think I still have the VODs up on the other layout. Okay, there we go. We have Sutte Hakkun.
Oh, okay.
So this game might have become more well known because it was recently released on Nintendo Switch Online. But before that it was a Japanese exclusive. We do have box art, but I'm not sure this actually came out on a cartridge. Isn't that like a... Maybe I'm thinking of the Game Boy Color version of Sutte Hakkun. I think that one's actually unreleased. But did get dumped, so you can play the Game Boy Color version of this as well.
Yeah, I thought for a moment you were gonna say it was like one of those
Satellaview?
Super
Maybe, like I'm not sure. Was this on
or like
cartridge?
one of the what is it? They had the thing in Japan where you could buy blank cartridges and go to like these Nintendo kiosks where you would plug the cartridge in and download a game. Is that not Satellaview?
Did they have that for Super Nintendo? Because I only remember that for the Famicom Disk System.
They did, because I remembered looking up Fire Emblem 5, which was 3CS776, has a note that it was one of those games. It was one of like I think 5 or 6 games that used those kiosks.
Interesting. So I think the Satellaview had like these rewritable cartridges. But maybe that's the same technology then. And I remember this song.
I don't think I've ever heard this song before, but
really,
yeah.
I found an interesting mashup of this, and I forgot what that song is called, but it's like a Eurodance song or something from a few years ago. They mash in a very funny way, but looks like our race is starting in a few seconds. Here we go.
I'm excited.
Yeah, this is a great game, and as far as I saw, really difficult. So you're this kind of, I want to say, glass bird, and you can pick up different colors, and they do different things. So here, for example, this red makes this block move up and down. I think you can also move the block itself.
Wow.
So there's a lot of options, a lot of things you can do in each puzzle. We're doing stage 2, all levels. Looks like that's 20 stages.
Okay, and we've already started with multiple diamonds to pick up.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to ratchet them up. Oh, there we go. Okami already done. Looks like you don't have that much. I thought maybe you have to a little bit on the left, a little bit on the right, and back and forth.
That might be the intention, but Okami's just that good.
AiCo picking up the other block and walking up with it. I don't think that would have been necessary, but also quickly finishing that stage. Both on 1-3, still almost tied.
Oh, and there's another thing that Okami just guessed, that you can go through clear blocks.
I wonder if you can also jump through the bottom of colored blocks. Like, that's just a general platformer thing.
Oh no, you can just go through blocks in general. Okay.
And now we've got blue colors, and blue makes things move horizontally. Okami already with 4 stages down.
Yeah, with how fast these are going, this is I'd say this is kind of a strong lead right here. Like strong in that, like he's shown good intuitive sense of how the game wants you to solve these puzzles.
Well, he is a stage ahead, but we're just 2 minutes in, so I mean it's not a lot of time in total. So if Okami ever gets stuck, that's not actually a lot of time. He's ahead. Okay, Okami going stepwise here and already solved the puzzle. Well, that seemed easy. Mm-hmm. So I guess the left-right cycle resets when you take the color out. And we've got a new color.
Yeah, I think that was what was happening on the up and downs as well. It would set that as its new bottom, so it could go back up.
The new color makes blocks move diagonally.
Diagonally left to right only?
Looks like it's dependent on the direction you're facing.
Injection, yeah. Besides, that was a bad setup.
So what I remember from this game is later it has a lot of these, you have to place blocks in kind of unintuitive ways, in weird half positions and stuff like that. But so far, our players have made pretty quick progress. Aiko trying to just put a block there as a platform and couldn't quite jump far enough from that.
So I'm gonna call a little, I'm gonna call a prediction here. When we get two or more colors in the stage, we're gonna have to do color mixing.
I don't actually remember if that's a thing, but maybe. Okami locking themselves in there for a moment. I guess you have to... Can you even place a block there in the... You can't really place a block in this upwards shaft, I think.
Okay, Shrambles is confirming that there is no color mixing.
I think this might already be a place where you have to kinda put it in a half position. Otherwise I'd expect a... Or do you have to go around the left maybe? You've got 3 blocks. That should be enough to go all the way around the left side.
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna end up doing. AiCoVT has caught up. Let's see if he lands on this solution a little quicker.
Okami made it all the way up, but doesn't have enough blocks to cover the last gap.
Mm-hmm.
Will Aiko also be misguided by the shaft on the right side? Going for that. Probably also gonna get stuck here now, just like Okami. Meanwhile, Okami's trying to make this work. Trying to get enough blocks. Oh, there's like a targeting mechanic where you can pick which one you take.
When did this come out?
I'm guessing it's like a late Super Nintendo game.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, is it...
97.
97, jeez.
Apparently it's developed by Indies Zero, that's their name I remember from the Game Center CX game. Oh, and here it says published on the Satellaview. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you were right.
And it got 3 updates with new puzzles, that's interesting.
Wow. What? That move right there feels like the sort of thing where you could just feel your brain expanding when it happens.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's kind of you place it in an unintuitive way instead of having a clean solution for the puzzle.
Right, but I thought you meant like offset it during a jump, not offset it and then push. But yeah, this game's rad. Trying to do this little weird, like, half drain while it's going up and down. I don't think it's gonna work. I think he has to do that from this block? No, that. Okay.
AiCo still working on the previous stage. Has the same problem, has to get another block up there, or maybe also trying to, yeah. Looks like AiCo's, at least for a moment, also looked if there's a good position to put a block over there. And Okami already on 110, already almost half the way through. Oh, there's a color switch now.
Let's take a look at the pace spin. Okay, so yeah, the nudge upwards is in the pace spin, so...
I guess we'll see if AiCo is a pace spin reader.
It's like he's currently still going for the left path. Okay, Okami simply switching to yellow and that solves both crystals.
The lead growing here,
yeah, AiCo's getting
still
stuck
not
a bit.
commanding. Yeah, but definitely a bit worrying. Taking a protest leap into the pit. I sympathize.
To cool off. Okay, looks like we've got bigger stages now. We don't even see the crystal here for Okami.
Oh, there it is.
And AiCo successfully used the notch up mechanic twice, I think.
Yep. So, back to making progress. Meanwhile, Okami is, well, he might be cruising through this one. We'll see what happens. Oh, is he gonna have to set it down? Yeah, jump up. Take that.
AiCo got this stage pretty quickly as well. But it's a bit of a catch-up, but still 2 stages behind? 3 stages behind? Oh yeah.
Yeah, and this goal is stage 2. So... we could see a very quick clear if Okami keeps cruising through these like he has been.
Yeah, so far difficulty hasn't picked up extremely. I think this game gets pretty difficult, but probably not in these early stages as much.
It's not a Glass Keeper Galebus, where it just comes out swinging. Tramel's confirming the later stage 2 stages do pick up in difficulty, so that would probably be the best chance for a reversal of fortune here. Well, having to use the switch to change the red to blue. Oh, you have access to all 3 colors. Okay.
Bit of a slow stage if you have to carry this one block all the way with you, but Okami gets through. 4 red blocks next to each other. You're gonna have to find a way to... Ah! Okami already found a way to pick a block out of them.
Oh my god.
And it's probably enough to jump up there. Maybe. And grab another one anyway.
Yep. Comes over, jumps. That's it. 2-6.
Interesting little gap here on Okami's stage. Like that gap is not big enough for anything. I wonder...
Yeah, and it's not like you couldn't get the block if you just put it in the wall.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like a hint.
Mm.
Okami already on
AiCoVT
2-7.
still on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and AiCoVT is still on 2-2. Just can't really figure out what he needs to do here with the these 2 blocks. I think he's getting it now. Yep, nudge up. And decides to carry it. Okay. That's a clear.
Yeah, Aiko moving on to 2-3. But Okami is several stages ahead. Okay, so Crystal's...
I feel like... Sorry, go ahead.
Look,
I was just gonna say, I feel Aiko is going to bust through the next few of these without much trouble, since they'll rely on that pit premise.
yeah, Aiko got 2-3 pretty quickly. So for Okami, the goal is quite a bit higher up, so we're gonna need the red color, I suppose. Looks like Okami wants to preserve that block, and then I guess you have to hit the switch, but you also have to get out of the pit. So if, I wonder if you make a block red, does it still go down, or is that the lowest point? Would it go down? Ah, okay, that's also a solution here from
okay.
Okami. There's a temporary platform in there.
Nudge up.
It's gonna need the other block, probably.
I would take the block first, right?
Yeah, but can you jump up if you take the block?
I thought you could.
Like if you take that one, then I don't think you can jump two tiles high.
Oh.
That's why Okami is using the red color, so he can pick it up from above.
Right. Drain it, then take it.
Aiko is taking a bit on 2-4 here with the single block. That needs to be carried all the way through.
Mm-hmm. And Okami is on their way to 2-8, just 3 more levels now.
We've seen this mechanic earlier already. You can block the moving block and then it goes out of sync with the others.
And then how is this gonna... just gonna make stairs?
You've got a lot of blocks here, yeah, so you could literally just build a static staircase over there. Although the red color would help, you could just make a moving block, and Okami does use red color on the last block.
2-9. He makes it look so simple.
Yeah, he doesn't really stop much. That's what we see for a lot of our top players.
I feel like if I was trying this, I would get here at like 35-40 minutes. Because my brain just does not puzzle this well. Aiko, meanwhile, on his side, picking up on the fact that he has to carry the block all the way through. And yeah, this is going to be a clear for him.
Yeah, I was a bit worried if the yellow would go too high, and yeah, Aiko has to set it down a bit. Oh, missing the jump! No! Knows the solution now, but has to execute on a pretty long, slow puzzle here again.
Yeah, meanwhile, Okami just solved 2-9.
So Okami's already on the final stage.
Yeah, so unless he gets stuck here for a long, long while, this, yeah, this might be over.
I'm looking at previous races of this. This game has been raced quite a bit. It's one of those semi-well-known popular mystery games. Stage 2 or stages, our best time is from Captain Drake with 16:25, so that's already fast.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, Okami, true to his win rate, very, very competitive with, you know, some of the best MT has on file.
Yeah, looks like Okami's probably gonna solve this very soon.
Yeah, I think for this one you have to, you either take blue or yellow and carry that up.
Not sure I can picture how to use yellow up there.
Oh, that's right. No, I'm thinking it would go down. It goes up. Never mind.
I mean, maybe you could start the third block from below, a yellow one, and then you could kind of fill that bit temporarily, like that one blue one earlier. So the one block that was left below for Okami, if he would have used yellow on that, I guess you could use it to fill the gap over there. It would move up. Hakkun moving on to 2-7.
Okay, making up some time.
I think this stage took Okami a little bit to figure out.
Yeah, they got stuck in the pit a couple of times, and does Aiko realize he's stuck? He does.
I mean, he's using yellow here. Okay, that makes a kind of an elevator. Is there a way to get up there, though?
Well, he is lighter now, so he could do it. Since he was in block form earlier. Oh, is he going to switch to red? I think he's going to switch to red.
Yeah, changes colors. But then there's the third block still. Can you nudge blocks down as well?
It just says nudge up.
Okay, so if you carry a block up, can you... I guess you'd need blue color maybe to move it left, right? Otherwise I'm not sure how to... When you carry the block up, how to use it to get across.
Well, I think if he uses blue here... Oh, no, he's...
Or maybe you can put it far enough through the wall. Yeah, exactly, this is the problem here.
Yeah. So yeah, you do have to use yellow while you're on the bottom to make a diagonal elevator.
But yeah, you need to fill in the gap somehow from below, because you can't put something down if you're above.
Right. Aiko, meanwhile, 2-8, closing the gap. Immediately gets what the level wants him to do. Think. Yep. Yep. This is exactly what we saw from Okami.
Okami tried to use yellow there, didn't quite work out on the left side.
Starting to stare higher. I don't think this is gonna work out. And he realizes. Gonna go ahead and redo all these. Doesn't even need the red die.
Yeah, I think Okami has the solution, has the gap filled in now, just needs to get up.
Yep. Oh, didn't need the yellow, just did a red in midair.
And
That's
that's
it.
done.
Very good performance from Aiko catching up though. That like when Okami entered 210, they were on 2-4, and now he's on 2-9.
So Aiko's still doing really well, but Okami is an extremely strong player.
I mean, yeah, that's a 2203. So where does that? Well, that puts him ahead of SNES Kamikaze, the last time this was raced. 3 years ago, SNES Kamikaze came in at first with a 25.52.
Yeah, Okami's time is the third best time we have for this goal, looks like. Captain Drake with 16.25, Andy with 17.48, and then the next time would be Author Blues with 23.19.
So yeah, he joins another exclusive club today. Top 3 mystery tournament Sutte Hakkun players. Aiko trying to time this, just not getting it. Oh, well, why did... I think that was a misclick.
Oh, can he grab it from there? No, it's a little bit too low. So can you only place these blocks on like half grid tiles, or can you... is this more granular? Okay, I think Okami grabbed it from there.
Yeah. I'm not sure now. Is that gonna work? That does work. Okay, so yeah, this is more granular than we were thinking. Oh, no, that's yep. Yeah, I think when we saw this from Okami, they made it look pretty effortless. So, kind of underestimated it.
Yeah, Okami definitely breezed through a lot of these.
Yeah. Trammell's informing us of the scam of this level. You need it to be in the wall, probably so that you can just grab it after, and then
yeah, you could
use
just
it as you will.
fall down on the other side and take it from there.
Yeah. Instead of having to do this half and half. Yeah, just slightly off.
Looks like it isn't a grid. Okay, now Aiko has placed it in the wall, and that's probably it.
Nudges it up. Yep. Okay.
Just 210 left.
Yeah, I'm looking at some more of these times here.
We have done a lot more than just all of stage 2. The second last time we raced this was a stage 5 all stages race. And those times are terrifying.
Do we know how many stages the game has? Is 5 the whole game?
I want to say no. There's 7. I'm seeing a stage 7 here.
Aiko also bringing the block up. That's not gonna work. And also can't go down. Looks like Aiko is trying to place it below the pit there. Yeah, so might be seeing the solution already.
That'd be very impressive if they have this immediate... Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah, that was a quick solve of the biggest problem of this stage, I guess.
I'm gonna put the... Yeah, gonna put the red right there.
There we go. That should be solved.
Damn.
I'm seeing a dot down in race chat. Looks like we've got a little bit of delay.
Okay.
28-19.
28-19. I mean, that is also nothing to sneeze at. You know who that's better than who's on this list I'm seeing?
I'm guessing there are a lot of strong players on the list. Am I on that list?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think I've played this maybe.
Let me see here. No, you are not on this list.
Oh, let's get our racers in.
Also, just a note, I've looked at a guide for all the levels. There are 10 stages and then a set of bonus levels.
Welcome, Okami and Aiko. Congrats,
Hello.
You both did very well.
Yeah, this felt like, at least based on the time we spent, this felt like a pretty fast time for this far in the tournament for a game. I guess it is always a mystery what you're gonna get.
It is a mystery. Truly.
I mean, just to show how well you guys did, Okami, your time is like 3rd overall in times for this specific game.
Yeah,
For Mr. Tournament.
I know most of the time I sunk into this went into 210 because I had the stream pulled up afterwards. Aiko, you definitely got 210 a lot faster than I did. The part of the so what I was trying to do in 210 was grab one of the blocks, take it to the top left, then coat it with blue paint to ferry it across the gap. It took me a while to come to the conclusion of put the block under the gap and then coat it with red paint to use as a platform. Took me a lot longer than it should have to figure that out.
Yeah, I thought of that blue method there for like half a second on my first attempt at that level, and I just kind of immediately realized, I was like, well, that elevator's gonna block you in. There's really no way to get back down once you go up, so you can't get both a block and a blue up there. So I kind of was like, well, maybe I could just like push it up through the bottom, and then I did that, and I was like, wait, I can't push it up more than half a block, and then I was like, red paint.
Yeah, I was on that stage for a solid 4-5 minutes-ish.
Yeah, no, my 2 stages got me. 2-4 got me because I just did a lot of dumb mistakes and, like, you know, precision stuff, just rushing and screwing that up enough times that it sunk me a solid, like, at least 2-3 minutes probably, if not closer to 5. And just 1-8 I just feel ashamed about, because it was literally I just forgot that there was the bit in the paste bin where you could upshift a block, and
Yeah,
like
I forgot-
consistently do that. So
I
I,
forgot
just was
about
stuck
that.
there.
Yeah, I
for-
forgot about that for a bit, but I reread the paste bin and remembered that part. And also, the other part that I forgot for a little bit was the part about letting go of paint that you don't want, because I was trying the buttons to try to let go of the paint, forgetting it was just a down input. That one didn't cost me too much time, fortunately, because by the time I really needed to use it, I had already reread the paste bin and remembered that bit. So something else that I was observing in the race once I finished, I was watching how you were doing 2-9, Aiko. This is something that I caught on to, but I don't know if you did. Did you try holding down the Y button?
Holding down the Y button, like to shift it up, or
to suck up paint?
holding it down? No.
Because
I
you
don't
can
think
hold
I
it
kinda
down.
just-
I think that, yeah, because I'm refreshing myself with 2-9. I think that's what they want you to do, because it has the block that's going like up and down, and it seems like you have to be very precise for it. If the block is above you and you hold down the Y button, you will pick up the paint at the first moment you get the chance to.
Yeah, we
Yes,
saw that difficulty.
Right, I remember 2-9 now. That one was definitely like a minute or two of just a sync because of that, where it was just like a little miserable trying to be that precise.
Yeah.
And also, I realized my mistake of like, I was trying to do it a second time to get it, because I got it to go up, like, to do it the first time pretty easily, but I was trying really hard to do it a second time until, like, I finally realized when I got the solution that you could just literally stick it halfway in the wall, do the, shove it up, and you'd be able to just jump over the wall and pick it back up on the other side.
Mm-hmm. They like to use. I mean, that seemed like the big thing they were trying to use a bunch in the stage 2 stages was being able to pick up a box through a wall.
Yeah, I think the one thing I generally see with this game is that it often goes for kind of unclean solutions. It's not nicely on the grid. It's just kind of half in the wall and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They-
kind of a.
They
Sorry,
use
go
those
ahead.
half. Yeah, they use those half movements, which it's not the only puzzle game that does. I know Adventures of Lolo likes to do that as well. Use the half steps.
Definitely. I was gonna say, I mean, literally like 1-5 pretty much like taught you that, where it was literally just, hey, you're gonna have a 2-block gap and you're gonna elevator yourself, stick it in the middle so that you can get it on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So how did you enjoy the game? Would you play more of this?
Yeah, I'd play it. I'd probably rope a few other people into playing it. This was a fun puzzle game.
Yeah, definitely. This is something that, like, I feel like NES and SNES have, I don't know, there's something with their puzzle games that I feel like you don't see as often with freeware that I definitely like appreciate with these kinds of games.
Like a clarity of design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you were also mentioning that it's on NSO.
Yeah,
on Nintendo Switch Online.
Exactly. It's on.
Yes. Right.
As of a month or two ago, I think it's pretty recent. They released it there.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely didn't recognize it be like the picture of the kind of box art that we were sent. So I was wondering if it was more recent because of that, because I played through a decent chunk of those from like earlier on.
Moower did actually bring up this is a Satellaview game, so that box art is completely fabricated.
Oh,
Incredible.
And there's also an unreleased Game Boy Color prototype of this. I don't know if it has different stages, but it is available. It was leaked at some point.
I'm pulling up past races now. This game. Why am I not surprised that two of the best times on here are Captain Drake and An4H?
Yeah, this has been
Yeah,
a popular racing game, so definitely you're gonna see a lot of well-known
I
names there.
notice.
And I do wanna point out, like, AiCoVT. What was your finish time again? I'm sorry.
28 something. Yeah.
2019.
I mean, that's still an excellent time here. Like you can go through this list and see that, you know, that beats a lot of big names who decided to go through and play this, who have played this over the years. So do not feel bad about your performance at all. That was very impressive.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely I don't feel bad about that. I mean,
Okay.
I feel like I mean I think I definitely on a better day do I have a time much closer to Okami's there? Probably, but today was today. But I definitely am still happy with sub 30 minutes here.
Yeah,
Good
that's
to
my
hear.
rule of thumb. If you're under sub 30 in a race, and it differs from game to game, if you're under sub 30, you did pretty good in the race, and should not be disappointed in your performance.
Yeah, you definitely did very well generally in this Mystery Tournament 19. This was your last match in the Lizards bracket here. But Lizards 6 is really far. Lizards 8 is the last round before top 8.
Yeah, you went on a tear.
This is exactly one round later than I made it last year. I was gonna say I was L5 last year.
You know what? You know what we call
I got
that?
one more win this year to boot with it too.
Yeah, exactly. You know what we call that? Improvement.
Exactly.
We're always striving for improvement here on Mystery Tournament.
And
if you want to improve our numbers out there,
MT20.
Very, so subtle.
oh, and Okami's going on to face either Big Kirby or some girl.
That's gonna be a spicy match.
Oh yeah, I mean at this point they're all spicy.
Yeah, there's no easy outs at this stage in the tournament.
They're all killers here.
I was glancing through because I haven't caught up on all the VODs, and seeing someone 325 take a dive into losers this early was surprising.
Yeah, there's a lot of good players.
Mm-hmm.
Especially this late in the tourney, you're mostly gonna see very strong players here.
And like the point I was trying to make earlier, you never know how someone's going to perform in a certain game. Like, either of you guys could have beaten some really big names here that have raced forever on Mystery Funhouse. So that's kind of the best thing about it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was gonna say I don't think I got anyone necessarily that were like the huge names, I mean, that are like obviously like Ferris or Andy. I mean, Andy is just not here, but I'm definitely happy. I mean, I feel like my line of opponents to get here was not an easy one. I mean,
oh yeah, no, definitely.
Moo, I was gonna say, I mean, Marsh, Mantooth, Moo. I mean, all of y'all were, I want to say like where I landed last year, like that 25th or like higher even. So I mean, I'm definitely happy.
And my draft weeps for that victory over Marshmaster. But anyway.
Should have drafted me. Sorry.
Yeah, live and learn.
Better do that next year.
Yep.
Exactly.
Well, thank you very much, both of you, for joining. And that was the last match for today. I mean, we are already pretty late here. Let's see what's coming up.
Take us to the big board.
There's a single match on our schedule. That's how you can recognize that we're really late in the tourney. Let's see, when is this? This is in 3 days. We're gonna see someone 325 versus
4
Cookies
days
Ayam.
almost.
Yeah, almost 4 days.
No, that's
Friday.
Oh yeah, speaking of being deep into the tournament, it's that time where there's not too many matches on the schedule now.
And like we said, all of them are just they are bangers. These are
all
these
matches
are
you don't want to miss.
Yeah, exactly. Thrill a minute.
Yeah, we had a top 8 qualifier match earlier, and we're gonna see more and more of those. So definitely.
Wait, is this Okami?
Yeah,
That
one of
was
the games
Okami.
is Okami, that's true.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've seen this so often, I just realized that.
One of our drone shots, yeah, that's Okami, the PS2 and lots of
Come on,
platforms
guys.
now are
Where's the,
RPG.
where's the famous game Aiko? Where is it?
Well,
I wanna see it.
we could have a drone shot from Eco, you know, the
That's very
predecessor
close
of Shadow of the
Aiko.
Colossus.
Can
Yeah.
I'll take what I can get.
You can
Just-
pronounce that Aiko.
Yeah, just pencil in an A in front of it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, is it time to put top 8 on the schedule? Yeah, probably. I don't know exactly when the time is. I don't know the date, but we could probably put that in.
Top 8
that-
is
22nd, 23rd, I think,
23rd.
that weekend, yeah.
yeah.
On the
March.
Games Done Quick
Wow.
channel.
I say we are only 3 weeks away, approaching fast.
Terrifying. Time does not stop.
Certainly doesn't.
Yeah, looking very much forward to top 8. It's always a great time. But for now, that's our stream. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, for joining. Congrats to both of our races. I think we're gonna raid the Gons, well-known community member and organizer of another of our tourneys. He's currently going through a lot of Next Fest, Steam Next Fest demos. And he's currently playing our favorite genre, one of our favorite genres anyway.
To say this is my realm. Let's go to next.
We're gonna say, is it Sokoban? Is it Sokoban?
It looks pretty
Yeah.
Sokoban, yeah.
No, Next Fest.
The lawnmower?
Just Next Fest as a whole. I got second. FBC demolished me in the grand finals, but I got second.
Yeah, take the wins where you can.
You know, it's like 16th of the amount of people in MT, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got second, dub's a dub.
So have
Exactly.
fun with some Steam Next Fest demos and see you in maybe a few days. Maybe another match is gonna pop up earlier in the Mystery Funhouse. See you then.
Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
Alright, well, thanks for joining.
In the words of
Thanks,
Gons, I'm free. Of
I'm
course,
gonna hop off.
this is not a permanent retirement. I'm free, but I am free.
Yeah, you're free for the next like 9 months or however long until it's in
Yeah.
season again.
Yeah, you'll come back with
Side events